hello.
Oh, hello.
And welcome to the Comic Queens podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Annie. And today we're very excited to dive into Alex's New Year's resolution reads. These were decided end of the year last year. So I'm really curious to see where we ended up this year to see if we were able to follow through. I'm not going to give away too much about mine myself, but it has me curious based on my approach, how yours went as well.
Mm-hmm.
But really curious to hear how these stories went for you. Maybe we'll give them all a rating at the end.
So, as with most New Year's resolutions, I was not 100% successful.
I don't think anyone is.
But I did get a good amount read. So starting off, we had The Little Trash Maid. This is on Webtoon. It's a comedy. There are 160 episodes. It is an ongoing series. It releases twice a week. They are shorter episodes. I only read 43.
Okay.
It was good, but I just dropped off of it. It's pretty cute. It's about a mermaid in the modern world. So she is just going through life trying to deal with all the trash in the ocean. She makes friends with these two boys who try and help her out of this net at one point, or I think out of this fishing line at one point. And it's really cute. It's just not something that I kept up with.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going to count that as
It's a win.
A win because I did read some.
Yeah. And all in all, you enjoyed what you read.
I did, yes. The next one is Haze Shift, and this one I couldn't read because it did not come out this year. Just as a reminder, this was a Canvas series on Webtoon. It was also a series on Tapas. It is no longer on Tapas. I don't know if you can still read the Canvas series on Webtoon or not.
Usually they remove them.
Yeah, I don't, but do they wait until the originals come out? Or, okay. Then you may or may not be able to read it, but it is supposed to be released as an original, and once it is released, I will read it. I loved this story as a Canvas series, and I can't wait for it to be an original. The next one I have is Running After a Breakup. This is on Manta. It's 61 episodes. It is a drama sports, and it's completed.
Mm-hmm.
I did not read this one. I still want to. I just kind of forgot.
Life gets away from you.
Yeah.
I think, though, so this one, it's not like a gem only.
It is not. So I can still read this with my subscription, and I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will.
Eventually.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year, hopefully. So the next one on here is The Script. This is on Manta, 81 episodes, Romance Occult. This is a completed series, and I talked about this in one of our Halloween episodes. I love this story. It is so good. It is about Yeju, and she and her brother are cursed by a shaman, and so she is looking for the shaman to kill to reverse the curse. She ends up running to Hiwoo, who is a member of the Tiger Clan, and he steals her sword so that he can kill this same shaman. So they realize eventually that they have the same goal. And so they kind of become a dynamic duo of are they enemies or are they friends to kill the same shaman.
And as we know, they can be both.
They can be both. This is a gorgeous story. I read this because the main male character on the cover is just beautiful, and I had to know.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I recommend it to everyone. 10 out of 10. If I were to put this on my list, which we didn't include our New Year's stories on our completed list, I would rate this an S.
Okay.
So.
I mean, that says a lot.
It does. I loved it. The next one on here is Balencio Photo Studio. This is on Manta. It's a shorter one at 40 episodes. It is a romance reincarnation. It is completed. I did not read this one. I still want to, though. It looks really interesting, and the premise is, I think, pretty unique. It's not one that I've seen a lot of, so I still want to read it.
Yeah.
The next one on here is Wild Dog Misfire. This used to be on Manta. It is gone. I wasn't able to find it anywhere else. This is an action drama, and there were 45 episodes plus the epilogue. This is about a detective, Yoon, who is a part of this police force. And he is kind of at the bottom of the totem pole. He is a little bit of a mess up. So it starts off with him chasing down an old lady for parking tickets and ends up crashing her car and his car and causing a huge scene. So as a punishment, he has to go and deal with this bombing case, and they put him on this bombing case because it's a nothing case. Basically what happened is the chief's wife got a bomb in one of her packages, but they don't think anything of it, so they put him on this case. They're like, you go deal with that.
Weird that they would assume that a bomb case is not important.
Yeah, I don't remember why they say it's not important, but they do.
It's just like, they're like, if you get blown up, it's fine.
Yeah, but eventually, like, the bombs keep getting bigger. They keep happening, and so they're like, okay, this is a real case, so they take it from him.
Oh my gosh. So mean.
He ends up living with the bomb maker, Jungo, who happens to be his sister's fiance.
Don't you love it?
I loved this story. It was so good, so well written. The ending is really good, too. Oh. It was a really good story.
I hope that we can find this somewhere else. It was one that I was interested in reading.
Yeah.
And I think out of almost any of the ones that you were reading, this is the one that I would hope to read.
Yeah.
So maybe if it comes back for gems, I'd actually do it. I don't know.
Who's to say? I would rate this one an S as well. Because it was really good. The next one on here is Dead Moon Town. This is a webtoon. There are 54 episodes out. It's an ongoing series, and it's a post-apocalyptic story. I did not read this one. It's still on my list. It still looks really interesting. I love those post-apocalyptic stories. So
the monster design looked really cool for this one.
Yeah, they do. So I will read this one hopefully this year as well. The next one is 23-4. This is a webtoon release as well. There are 23 episodes. It's a supernatural story. It is currently on hiatus, but this is about Eden, and he is a death angel. And he has to deal with Unrested, which are monsters in this, like, area outside of the world that they live in. And he and his fellow death angels have to go out and do all of these dangerous things, and they're trying to get a handle on these Unrested. He ends up being the unwilling trainer of a new death angel, Celestino. Celestino wants to be an angel of music. He does not want to be a death angel, and he doesn't believe that he's a death angel, even though he does have a scythe, which is the first clue.
Maybe there's a microphone on the end.
There is not.
Damn it.
There are music notes, though, because they are different for your personality.
Okay.
So
little custom scythe.
Yeah. So Eden shows up and has to start training him. And that's really where we are right now. They are trying to deal with not having enough death angels to keep everything safe. So the death angels that they do have are having to go into situations that are really above their skill set because there's no one else to do it. And so that's why they're just very quickly trying to get more death angels into the system. And so I'm really excited for this one to come back. It's a beautiful series. I loved it. I will definitely continue to read this one.
Yeah.
The next one is Garden of the Dead Flowers. This is the last one on my list. Obviously, we read this one. This was our buddy read this year. It was a perfect story. We rated this an S in our combined rating. So that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. We've talked about it plenty throughout the buddy reads.
We have. Yeah.
I do think that makes sense. I will say, all in all, what is the series that you think was the most worth it? And what do you think was the series that was the least worth it?
The Script was the most worth it.
Okay.
100%. If I had to recommend just one, it would be The Script.
Okay.
And if I would say the least worth it, it's probably The Little Trash Maid, just because it's not really a continuous pull you in week to week. You feel like you have to read it and follow along.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget about.
Yeah, I think that it comes with the perks in the way that it's set up, probably.
Yeah.
Like, it's one that you can hop in and out of, and you get that dose of comedy and just like a cute little short form comic. But when you're wanting to do it as like a resolution of reading a story, it doesn't all tie together like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I could see that.
that's pretty much it. And it is one of those short form comedies, which I do like those. It's easy to jump in and out of, so it's not that it's bad, but if I had to pick one to say was the worst, it would be that one. And I'm going to say read the script.
Okay.
Read the script. That's all I have to. If there's one thing you take away from this episode, it is read the script.
Well, maybe I'll put it on my New Year reads. You keep harassing me about it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm really happy that you did it. Honestly, I think you did a great job with your resolutions.
Thank you.
I don't think anyone can fully stick to the resolutions. And I mean, just look at the list of everything else you read.
Yeah.
You read a lot this year. So, I mean, I think it makes up for it. You can always add them back to another list later on. But I'm super happy that you did this. I'm glad that you got to take a look back. Do you feel accomplished?
I feel pretty accomplished. I'm glad I read the ones that I did, and I'll definitely read the ones that I didn't this year.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, well, thank you all so much for joining us for Alex's New Year recap. Looking forward to talking to you for my New Year recap tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Bye.